welcome to my review of Q.U.B.E, or as I like to call it, questionable unrealistic block experiment. Not sure if the dev thought of that interpretation of the title, but hey, I'll still run with it. So, the question on everyone's mind, who hasn't seen my preview of this game, will be, what is Q.U.B.E? It's an action puzzle platformer that takes place in an environment that consists of white walls, obstacles and an unknown goal ahead of the player. Sounds familiar? Well, that's because it is. The whole game has Portal rip-off written all over it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because Portal was awesome, but I for one would have liked a more creative setting. And while I am on the subject, let's get all the bad things I have to say about the game out of the way first, so we can focus our attention on the really enjoyable aspects of this game. My biggest problem I have with the game is the story, for there isn't really one. You are thrown into a complex made up entirely of blocks, and you have to get from chamber to chamber by solving puzzles. And once you made it past the last chamber, you beat the game. There is no explanation as to why we ended up inside the facility. All we ever see of the character we play are his hands, and also the ending cutscene doesn't explain anything really. Well, the other thing I have a problem with is the game length. The game costs $15 or 14 euros, not including the 15% discount I had when buying it, or £10. I expect to get between 8 to 10 hours of gameplay out of a game that price point. The fact of the matter is, I beat Q.U.B.E in a little bit under 4 hours total. So yeah, the game is a little bit on the shorter side of things. So, that's all of my complaints done. Now let's take a look at the really juicy bits of this title. The learning curve of this game is very smooth. The game starts out with some intuitive puzzles to get the player into the flow of things. After the tutorial, the game presents a few more advanced mechanics such as the ball. The ball is a recurring object inside puzzles that has to be transported to a specific location in order to unlock the next chamber. Towards the end, the puzzles get mind-boggling difficult at times, which I really enjoyed. There are a few things more rewarding than thinking over a solution of a puzzle for about half an hour and eventually figuring it out. My next big plus is the sheer variety of different mechanics the game offers to the player. They range from using magnetic walls over the manipulation of light beams to letting the player configure certain blocks the way he or she wants them to work. The last major plus are the aesthetics of the game. The player is thrown into an unfamiliar and mysterious environment and has to find his way out. Yes, it is just like Portal. It was good then, and it is also good now. The important question now is, should you buy it? It really depends. If you like puzzle games and you have some spare money lying around, go for it. If you're already short on money, you should rather wait for it to go on a Steam sale first and buy it then, since I really is a little bit short for the price of 15 euros, $15 or £10 depending on where you live. I hope this review was helpful to you. If you want to see more of my stuff, please subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and press the like button below this video. Hope to see you again next time. Bye!